What is up, guys? So when it comes to most major compound movements, shall we say, in the gym, in your workout, so like deadlift, bent over rows, stiff leg deadlift, whatever, there's a saying called a neutral spine, which a lot of people do not get. And it's kind of like a session in itself to get it nailed. Once you've got it nailed, then everything else comes second nature. Your spine's a lot safer, you're less likely to get back pain after your workouts or during your workouts and get a major injury, which we do not want. So this video is just gonna tackle the neutral spine, which you may have heard out. When people are squatting, you're like, yeah, keep your chest up, shoulders back, whatever. But if you don't really understand what you're doing, how it feels, and getting it nailed, you're not gonna ever get it, okay? So, for example, neutral spine is going to be used for bent over row. So from there into our belly button, my back is nice and straight, very little risk of injury. Stiff leg deadlift, knees nice and soft. Neutral spine, stretching my hamstrings, okay? Doing a back squat, bam, neutral spine as I go down. These are good reps. So, let me give you an example of some bad form. Might look familiar to you, you might see it in the gym. So if I'm going to go for a deadlift, shoelace into the bar, not a neutral spine, okay? You see I've got a big hump in my back, that is not good. Back snap city. So from there, you'd be standing up, and that is probably why you're going to be getting back pain. See, I've got a big hump in my back, I'm going to be lifting with all my muscles, my erector spina, which is the other side of your spine. Most of the time, if you're not squatting with a neutral spine or not using neutral spine for a deadlift, this muscle here, either side of my spine, this muscle here at the bottom is usually the main target areas when you're in pain, right? So, neutral spine. Let's forget the barbell a minute. Get yourself a brush. My mum always tried to get me to use one of these when I lived at home. Right? Don't need that bit. I don't want to get dirt on the back of my back. So, nice straight bar, okay? This is a great position for your spine. I'm going to put it behind my back. Now I want the top of it to be touching my bald head. Hopefully you haven't got a bald head. You got better genetics than me. The bottom of it is going to be on my coccyx bone, okay? This thing here between my bum cheeks, at the top of my bum cheeks. Okay, from there, everything's touching. It's touching my coccyx, it's touching the back of the head. Now I'm going to always maintain that through my exercise. So when I lean forward, my back stays nice and straight. I can't possibly go into that arc because otherwise I'm breaking that contact, right? So I'm always keeping the contact. I lean forward, okay? If I'm doing a squat, I squat down. I'm keeping the contact with my tailbone and my head all the time, leaning forward, going down, leaning forward, going down. I've now nailed a neutral spine, and you can too. So let's just pretend I'm going to do a barbell because it's a bit hard to hold a barbell and a broom at the same time. So from there, I'm going to be leaning forward, hold it with this hand, okay? And then going for my row. Like I said, I can't possibly arc my back because then I'd be breaking the contact with my head, and then I'm not getting the right exercise. So I'm leaning forward, pulling that barbell into my belly button. When I'm going into my squat, again, I keep that contact with my tailbone, my coccyx. I can't lean forward too much because it'll break the contact. So get yourself a broom. You'd probably look a little bit strange doing it in a gym, on a gym floor, but at the end of the day, you're saving your spine. So what I'd look more stupid doing, bringing a broom to the gym, or having bad back, walking around like this all the time. It puts people off doing min exercises, great compound exercises like deadlift, squat, stiff leg deadlift, just because of the back pain they suffer from. So this will stop that from happening. Get yourself a broom, like you said. Main teaching points, back of the head, on my coccyx bone, never break contact with it, okay? I can't possibly break contact with it if I've got a neutral spine. So get that nailed. Get it nailed. Once you've got it and you know how it feels, okay, to have that movement, you then can go onto a bar and you can just adopt the exact same thing. So I'm going for my deadlift, neutral spine, and then back up. While I'm resting, I can then go back to my broom, behind my head, and be like, yeah, that feels good. Feels the same. All right, get yourself a broom, take the end of it off, and get your neutral spine nailed.